Hello guys, how are you doing? Jo Barnes here. Welcome to today's blog post, which is inspired by an email that I received this morning from a gentleman who asked me how a virtually, new internet marketers kind of burst onto the scene, managed to interview top marketers, partner up with a very well-known top marketer, have a global lifestyle, and suggested that the biggest value I could give to my list was actually to tell people how I've made those things happen. So I wanted to make this really quick video, hoping that that my answers would really inspire any newbies out there who are just starting out in this business. So first of all, I'd like to thank him very much for that email, because it's prompted today's post. Simply, the first thing I did was I found myself a mentor. And I don't mean somebody one-to-one. I mean, I went out and I found somebody who I thought was probably the best in the business. Yeah? And I followed that person step by step. I went onto their site, I became a member, I watched all their videos, and I followed what they were doing, literally step by step. Yeah, I've heard it said many times before, to find a very, very good role model and basically model what they're doing. Yeah. So 6 months ago, I really did have virtually no knowledge of internet marketing whatsoever, only what I'd learned about marketing running an offline business. So I found this mentor and I followed them step by step. That was number one. Number two is I put myself in situations where I might meet some good and top internet marketers. I went to various seminars. How did I then interview them? Well, I basically asked them. I mean, when I interviewed Jeff Walker and Frank Kern, I thought they would laugh at me, but they didn't. They were incredibly gracious and said, yeah, come on, let's do the interview. So I basically just put myself in those situations. I phoned up internet marketing and said, I want to come round. Please, I'll come to you. You don't have to travel. I want to come and interview you. So I put myself in situations where I could basically interview some of these guys for two reasons. Number one, to be able to provide value, but number two, to learn myself. Yeah. So that was the second thing I did. Number three is I started watching and learning what people were looking for on the internet. I was going through forums, I was going through social media, I was reading magazines, I had Google Alert going, I was doing sort of 12, 14, 15 hours a day of research trying to find out where the hungry markets were. And all of a sudden, in August, I stumbled across Facebook simply from a webinar that a great internet marketer and my mentor actually did. So even though I'd done all that research, I then stumbled across it because of the webinar that my mentor did. So, and I realised how hungry that market was. Then I followed the steps of my mentor and I made sure that I was giving massive, massive value before I ever tried to sell anything. Yeah, and that's taken hours of research and a lot of work. So I suppose what I'm saying to you guys is that anything is possible, anything at all is possible, but it does take, as I've said in other videos, consistent and focused action. You have to believe in yourself without a shadow of a doubt. You have to believe that you are going to succeed. That's the first thing. I've had no doubts in my mind since I started the business that I will succeed in this business. Yeah, I will make money online. You have to find somebody you trust and you want to follow, and then you have to take constant and focused action. And it's hard work. It takes hours and hours and hours of hard work, okay, and perseverance and persistence and determination and tenacity and all those sorts of things. And if you watch my other video about millionaire lifestyle, then that will tell you how I managed to travel around the world on basically peanuts at the moment. So I hope that's inspired some newbies out there. Thank you very much for that question. I hope that's answered the question as well. And I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Have a great day and be successful. Speak to you again soon. Bye-bye.